Roman Reigns returns and saves the Usos. What's up, Jared over here today with the weekly review of Monday Night Raw. They kick off the show with Rhea Ripley coming out and pretty much addressing the fact how it makes no sense that Asuka would attack Io Sky since she kept on defending her, saying no, she's family and backing off. And Io Sky comes out and says Asuka would forgive her if she apologized and everything. And she starts crying. Then Asuka interrupts and everything. And then she comes out and hits the mist on Io Sky. And they take out Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And Kairi Sane hits like a giant elbow drop on Io Sky. And Asuka and Kairi Sane stand tall once again. And then this drama continues backstage. I find this storyline very boring. But then Io Sky tells Rhea Ripley she's on her side and they're going to face Asuka and Kairi Sane at Crown Jewel. And then Rhea Ripley's like, whoa, are you sure about this? Because you were just saying earlier in the show that you refer them as family. Are you okay with this? And Io Sky says, yeah, so I guess this is going to be a tag match at Crown Jewel, which I find very boring. Then Dominic Mysterio defended his Intercontinental Championship against Rusev. This match was actually really good. It was like a 20-minute plus match. It wasn't 20-minute plus. It was a good length match, actually. Rusev dominated most of the match, obviously because they're pushing Rusev and everything. But Dominic Mysterio had to lie, cheat, and steal. He tried at least. Tried faking he was hit with a chair by Rusev. The ref didn't believe it. But while the ref was getting rid of the chair, it was the chair or the title? I can't remember. I think it was the title, actually. While the ref was getting rid of the title, Dominic grabbed Rusev when he wasn't paying attention by the pants, rolled him up 1, 2, 3, and Dominic retains and gets the hell out of there with his titles because Rusev is pissed. I'm assuming this comes down the road. This ends up being a rematch because Rusev was screwed and Rusev did not look very happy after this. But overall, not a terrible match. Then Bayley goes one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez on the ringside. Bayley, who's her normal self right now as the hugger and everything, comes out and put on a pretty decent match and everything. Roxanne Perez is trying to get involved in everything. Bayley kind of pushes her off, and then Raquel Rodriguez and Bayley go back to the match and everything. And then Roxanne Perez ends up distracting Bayley. Raquel Rodriguez rolls her up 1, 2, 3. She picks up the victory, and they start jumping her, beating the holy hell out of her. Lara Valkyria comes out, and she hesitates to do the right thing, but she does the right thing, helps her out. They take out Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. They run off. And then Bayley ended up being fine. She didn't get upset or anything, and she celebrated with her. If she did get upset backstage, I did not see it because there was every once in a while I was walking out of the ring because I did find some of the show boring, but towards the end, the show ended up redeeming itself. Talk about a boring random thing. Why is LA Knight going one-on-one with freaking Kofi Kingston? This is just an instant win for him. LA Knight goes one-on-one with Kofi Kingston. I don't know why this happened. I don't know if something happened backstage that led to this. I feel this was random. This is a quick win for LA Knight. LA Knight picks up the victory, hitting the BFT on Kofi Kingston, standing tall, looking dominant. I don't know why they did this. Obviously, Kofi Kingston can put on a good match, so it wasn't terrible. But I just felt like this was very random and weird. But whatever, LA Knight picks up the victory. Then AJ Styles come out and Dragon Lee ended up coming out too because they're gonna have a tag match against El Grande Americano's goons. I forgot they're called them. Because there's El Grande Americano and there's 2 other ones now. So there's 3 guys. But AJ Styles first had a little quick promo about how he at Crown Jewel, he's going to be facing John Cena thanks to the WWE Universe, the crowd. And he's super happy because they gave him an opportunity to do one of his favorite things in the world, and that is to beat up John Cena. But first, him and Dragon Lee are going to beat up El Grande Americano's goons. They go and have their tag match, and obviously they pick up the victory. I don't know where this is supposed to lead for Dragon Lee or AJ Styles because Dragon Lee's having a match for the AAA Mega Championship against Dominic Mysterio at the next AAA event. AJ Styles fighting John Cena. So, why are these guys fighting El Grande Americano's guys still? I find the whole thing of El Grande Americano and stuff way too dragged out and everything, so I find it kind of dumb, but whatever. I feel like it's a waste of AJ Styles, but I don't care. I'm getting one of my favorite feuds of all time. Literally the feud that, got me addicted to wrestling. AJ Styles versus John Cena. I'm so excited to get this match for one last time, and AJ Styles himself looked very excited. Then we had a killer promo between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, starting off with Seth Rollins coming out and then quickly interrupted by Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins was starting off with saying how Cody Rhodes is 3-0 against him, and Seth Rollins has lost 3 times. But that's different because that's in the past. That's 2 different versions of them. That was before they became the top guys, the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE Champion. Cody Rhodes comes out and pretty much talking about how, oh, were you the one that made the call to let Paul Heyman go be with Brock Lesnar? Are you working with Brock Lesnar? What's going on there? Is Paul Heyman making his own orders? And then he starts talking about how they should still have a mutual friendship. And Seth Rollins is like, no, I'm the one that made the order of having Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed go to SmackDown to take you out and everything. Because Cody Rhodes is like questioning his group and his authority of like making his calls and everything for his group. His group running wild without him. And then Seth Rollins makes it very clear that Cody Rhodes and him have never been friends. Even at WrestleMania 40, it was just a mutual group to take out Roman Reigns. And Seth Rollins never really cared about Cody Rhodes or for him finishing his story. He just wanted to get rid of Roman Reigns. And it pretty much ends with that, and Seth Rollins storms off, leaving Cody Rhodes in the ring. So I'm very excited for this match. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel for the Crown Jewel Championship, World Heavyweight Champion versus WWE Champion. I feel like it's going to be an absolute banger because the past 3 matches they've had, and every single match they've had, it's always a banger. So I'm super excited for this match. And honestly, this was like the turning point of Monday Night Raw because I felt like it was a little slow. And then we had this, so it really started getting moving after this. Because then we had the main event, the Usos getting the rematch against Big Bronson Reed against Braun Breaker. This match was going great and everything, and then it was like kind of just turning into chaos, and Roman Reigns' music hits. He comes out, and it turns into a tornado tag match. Roman Reigns takes out the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but it turns into a tornado tag while Roman's standing on ringside. The Usos pick up the victory over Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and then Roman Reigns just unleashes. He grabs a steel chair, takes down Braun Breaker to the ground, and grabs the steel chair and just starts beating him, just like stabbing it into him, kind of like how he was tsunami a bunch of times. He just hit him with a steel chair, taking out Braun Breaker, taking his revenge after he was taken out at Clash in Paris by like 10 tsunamis and a bunch of spears and everything. He was stretched it out. So Roman Reigns just lets it loose onto Braun Breaker, beating him up and everything. And there's no Seth Rollins in sight. It's just Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and they're outnumbered by Roman Reigns and the Usos. But ended the show with the Usos standing tall with Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso and Roman Reigns getting to face each other, talking, and they're on the same page now. And Jimmy Uso looked a little concerned because Jey Uso is really starting to turn into like a Roman Reigns like mindset and everything. And I know Jimmy Uso never liked that, so this could be interesting where this leads. I think this is setting up a Survivor Series match with Roman Reigns, the Usos, and then like maybe Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Maybe we do that. John or LA Knight too, because LA Knight gets fused with them, or CM Punk. I don't know where else is gonna go. And against the Vision, Seth Rollins and the Vision. I hope they don't put John Cena in a War Games match because I feel like it's a waste of his match. So hopefully it's Roman Reigns, the Usos, and honestly give me LA Knight and CM Punk. Let Cody Rhodes do his thing, even though he's kind of feuding with the Vision right now. But let Cody Rhodes go do his own thing. Let John Cena go doing his own thing, because I've seen a lot of people say that. But if you have the Vision do this, they need another man, and I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar's already working with Paul Heyman. It's going to be Seth, Brock Lesnar, which is going to be interesting to see Brock team with people. He's never really done that. So you have Seth, Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and at the point they actually still need another man. They're still outnumbered, so I don't know. Maybe they do a 4-on-4 match and they just have somebody else join Roman Reigns and the Usos. I don't know. I still feel like the War Games match this year will involve the Vision and somehow the Usos and Roman Reigns somehow. I don't know how they're going to get to it. But overall, this Monday Night Raw wasn't terrible. I'm going to give it a solid. I want to give it a 2.5 out of 5, but the main event and the Cody Rhodes promo and everything really saved it. And Dominic Mysterio and Russo put on a good match, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Overall, it wasn't my favorite Monday Night Raw, but it was definitely better than last week. I felt like last week was so bad. But this got me hyped for Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, and also John Cena and AJ Styles. They had a nice little package video for that. I think they did, or I don't know if they played it. I've seen it, like ESPN posted it. I don't know if they had it on TV. And then Roman Reigns returning is always awesome. So overall, 3.5 out. So 3 out of 5 for Monday Night Raw. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. This is Jared W. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.